So before going ahead, we will understand something called orders of love. So normally any dysfunctions, we call dysfunctional family patterns, right? Any dysfunctional family issues. All dysfunctions have its root cause here. Like some orders are disrupted. Some orders of love are disrupted. When some orders of love disrupted, not with your close family, newer generations before you, any orders of love has been disrupted, there will be a dysfunction in your family system. Okay? So these are some orders of love and we need to be really careful about it and really integrate it. Okay? First order of love is called right to belong. Everyone has a right to belong. Even someone who had been miscarriage, right? Any soul which has been miscarried, or anyone who has done any huge injustice. So sometimes, some families throw some people away. Like you don't belong to this family. They belong to the family. They have the right to belong to the family. Right? And someone gets killed. Someone goes to jail. In the family. Everyone belongs. You cannot exclude anyone. And if someone gets excluded, there will be a dysfunction. So my father's brother was excluded from my family. And my father's younger brother was excluded. He was there when I was 2 years old, but after that he was not there. Something happened, he went away. And even like this creates some kind of thing. Energetically, as a child, I attract that exclusion. So what I do is, out of my blind love towards the family, I want to resolve that issue. No, everyone does that. Everyone does that. If someone has been excluded, we access that energy of being excluded. We exactly become like that person who has been excluded. Am I making sense?
Yes, sir.
मतलब let's say someone had went to jail and someone had been shamed and humiliated. Our uncles or aunts, someone. And unconsciously we access their energy. Someone has been miscarried. Someone has been aborted. We try to, out of our blind love, we try to take their thing, take their pain. We will take their pain and we will live it. So this is how some dysfunctions are created. If the right to belong order has not been respected in the families, despite of whatever they do, they are included in the family. Making sense?
Yes, yes.
Okay. And right to their own fate, second order of love. So sometimes we don't accept others' fate. We say that how can this happen? Let's say in early childhood, either father or mother or uncle or aunt, someone had died. We don't accept. We really question it. No, I will not accept this. So you have some grudge towards God. So even if you are not doing, someone else has been in your family, are not accepting it by fate. So then there will be some dysfunctions. These are some orders of love which need to be respected. Okay, mostly what happens in family systems when we are doing these constellations, we see that some or other order of love has been disrupted. Now what we try to do is we try to make that order again in the constellation so that that energy is here. Making sense? I think it's heavier and complex to understand, but take it as a rule. Hmm? Like, this has to be done this way. Okay? Yeah. And then reciprocity and balance is the third order of love. Reciprocity means if someone is giving you are receiving, and you are not giving back, there is an imbalance. Let's say in your husband and wife relationship, always husband is giving and wife is receiving. There is an imbalance. There will be a dysfunction. Yeah. And there has to be reciprocation. So if your husband is giving, you have to also sometimes give. And this giving and receiving need to be balanced. So if this giving and receiving has been balanced, then that imbalance will settle down and the dysfunction will be sorted out. Okay? Rightful placements. So rightful placements means like there is an order. The order need to be respected. Elder child is first. Even if he or she is a girl, most of the times we don't respect the space of that place of woman. Right? Where is the boy, more importance is given to the boy. Even though the firstborn is a girl. Let's say firstborn had been killed before the birth of the secondborn. And secondborn is treated as a firstborn. That is also wrong.
It's wrong.
Yeah. Even his miscarriage. The firstborn has been miscarried or miscarriage or abortion or whatever happened, they have their rightful place. And second is always second, third is always third. This is a sibling line. Order wise. And there is a family tree. You'll understand something about the family tree. In family tree also, there is an order need to be followed.
Yes.
How these uncles and aunts need to be placed and what is their order. And accordingly that significance and importance has to be given to that family. In my family, more importance will be given to my younger brother. Because my father is an younger brother. And he doesn't respect his elder brother. So this way what happened, I tried to take the energy of the elder brother of my father. So then there is something unresolved between my father and his elder brother. So this particular thing had come up in the relationship with him and his son. For him to resolve it. Right? I don't like my father, so I will attract a husband who is exactly like my father. Let's say I hate my first wife. If I don't resolve the things with my first wife, whomever I am going to get married again gets that energy back.
Yes.
Until I resolve it.
Until I resolve.
So this is the thing, like first wife is always the first wife. First born is always the firstborn. So if whoever comes second has got more importance, then there will be some disruption. There will be a dysfunction. So this is what is rightful placements, order of love. Then the love flows perfectly. Otherwise there will be some disruption in the flow of love. Flow of love is that energy. Family ka energy is love, right? So this love flows in the rightful manner, in good manner, and we all feel good. Otherwise there will be some or other dysfunction happening in the family. And when something happens in the family, we get some health issues or problems in our career. Many things can happen, right? And fifth most important thing is men and women are complementary and equal. If we don't treat men and women equally, like especially in a husband and wife relationship, there will be some dysfunctions in the family. Like especially when Bahu comes to the family, right?
Right.
And Bahu is not treated well. Bahu is not, what do you call it? There are some issues inside Bahu's heart. The whole family is disrupted.
Right.
So there will be some more other issues. So that equality and complementary nature, we need to treat each other as equal. So it's not like men are superior, women are inferior in a husband and wife relationship, but both are equal. And if this equality is not respected, there will be some dysfunctions. These are some orders which were given by the founder of this family constellations, whose name is Bert Hellinger. He is a German and he has found out these are the 5 orders of love, and these need to be respected. And once we respect these orders of love, and family dysfunctions will be solved. And when we see in our family constellations, there will be some orders of love which are not respected. And we need to resolve those orders of love with those energies in those systems, so that we can feel that vibration of love, success, happiness, all those things. Making sense?
Yes.
Any questions so far?
No.
Great. So, now we will understand another set of orders of love between parents and children. Okay? These are normally for a family, but there are another set of orders of love for parents and children. The first order is, parents are big, children are
No.
small. Always.
Of course.
Always. Like with me, I had issue. I said, when I was in a hospital yesterday, when my parents did not come.
Yeah, right.
Then I thought my parents don't know how to love. So I need to show them love. I need to give them something.
Right.
I need to do something for them. So what I have become bigger than my parents.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, right.
So when I had become bigger than my parents, there was some pattern which was created. It's called parentification. Parentification is a process where we become bigger than parents and see parents as small. Like we treat them as, they are our children.
Yeah.
Right.
But when parents age, Shravan, don't we then kind of take over and, okay, now they need us to take care of them now.
Even then you take care of them. They are parents too.
They are still parents.
They are not. You are not bigger than them. So that's the whole thing. Between parents and children, always parents are big. Even if you have more, if you have earned more, like I used to feel, my father has only studied until 12th. I think he has failed there. And I studied more than him.
Yes.
I think I am bigger than him.
Okay, I understood.
But
And-
he is bigger and you are smaller.
Yeah. This was a big insight for me to learn also. And I said, right, I used to feel like my younger brother used to be very loud. And you know, one he said like, you know, he said father had told you have to get out of the home. My younger brother told me when I was, I think in engineering final year or something. So at that point of time, I really got angry. I wanted to show like, you know, what I am worth of. Then I thought like, you know, I don't compete, like, you know, there was some issues with siblings in the property, like my father and his brother.
Okay.
There's issues were there. So that time I have decided I don't fight with my brother. I will compete with my father. He has made me throw out of the home through my younger brother. Now I will have my own home. I will have a home and give it to them. It's a revenge actually for me. It's not like I'm not staying in the home. I bought the home only to prove that this whole thing has been what do you call it? To prove that I am bigger than you. I can do better than you. So this had created some disruptions, right?
You are telling about which parameters parents are big and children are small.
This is the rule. This is the order of law between parents and children.
Okay.
Always.
Either ignorance or knowledge, whatever it is.
Whatever be the situation, always parents are big and children are small. If this pattern has been disrupted, there will be some dysfunctions. These are some rules. Rules we need to follow definitely. Okay. In the family. Okay? And second order of love is our parents. This is between parents and children. This is like normally in family overall. But this parents and children have different orders, different set of rules. Our parents are the only possible parents for us. I always used to feel if I was born in America, for a different set of parents, I would have been much happier. And always I used to feel if I would have been born in neighbors, some my school friends' parents, they would have loved me more. So these kinds of thoughts I used to have. But the rule says in family constellations that our parents are the only possible parents. There is no other option after you are born. After you are born, there is no changing of parents can happen.
True. Very true.
We need to accept it.
Yes, we need to accept it.
So most of the times, even if we get thoughts, like we need to be born in our friends' parents, we need to cut that thought and we need to accept this rule. And
But then certain children who are adopted, or kind of abandoned or given away, or so the biological parent has its own place in the world.
Yes,
The
that's
biological parent
yeah,
cannot
biological
be
parent
substituted
first,
for.
biological parent first, and adopted parents next.
Next.
This is the order. And we need to follow that. We need to have that respect
Right.
for biological parents first.
Right.
Okay? So third order of law says that parents feed us, raise us, and children gets enough. These are the keywords. As a rule, whatever parents have given us, that was enough.
That was it.
That was enough. they always have complaints saying that parents did not give me enough. They did not make me. I used to have, like, I got a good rank in AIEEE. I got these opportunities in NITs, big deemed universities. I had got seats. But my father, what he had done, he has to make my younger brother also study. That time he did not have that money. Like, it used to cost me around 30 to 40,000 per year to get me enrolled into those big universities or NITs or whatever. At the same time, I got a state rank, also very good rank, where I can get a free seat in one of the big, nice universities, which belongs to state. So at that point of time, he had made a decision that, let me study like this. So what he has done, he has invested again 30-40,000 on my younger brother to make him study his +1, +2. And I went into, at that time what happened was, I literally hated. I studied hard, I got it, seats in these big universities, and he did not respect my choice. That was the real root cause for my rebellion.
Yes.
Then I went like, I got upset with all those things. I don't want to study anymore. I don't want to respect my father's dreams. So then I got rebelled. Some disruption happened. And then afterwards, what he had done, he had enrolled my brother into some, he has not got good marks, good ranks, but he had got some ranks so that he can be enrolled into some private college, where he had paid over 1 lakh per year. I have no fees.
Right.
He has paid 1 lakh for him. Then I literally got angry.
Of course.
I have studied hard, I got ranks, so you did not invest in me, and you invest in the brother who has not good marks, who has not got this, got that. This is the issue I have with parents.
Is that not a justifiable issue?
That's true. But rule says, parents feed us, rise us, children gets enough. Whatever we have got, it's enough.
We should not expect more.
Yeah.
And we should
We
not feel
cannot demand. We cannot demand.
No, we cannot demand, but you should not feel bad. You should not feel.
I'm going to get problems, right? That's why I got problems. That's why I got issues with my father.
Even I had this thing,
Yeah.
There was more inclination and investment for my brothers, and in comparison to me, because I was a girl. Ultimately, she was to get married and go away. So, I wanted to do a computer course. So, लड़कियों को कंप्यूटर कोर्स नहीं करना चाहिए. तुम B.Ed करो, टीचर बन जाओ. So I had
that grudge.
I had that.
We need to acknowledge that grudge first,
Yeah.
and we need to heal it also.
Yeah.
Because at the end, we are going to get affected.
Yes. Very true. Very true.
Yeah? And then our children
So
will get
rather
affected.
be grateful for whatever you've got and not crib about what you have not got.
Yeah.
From your parents.
Yeah. And whatever children gets, it's enough. Actually, there was a disruption. Actually, that's the thing. This order of law has been not respected, first thing. Right? Men and women are complementary and equal. That order of law has not been respected. So your younger brother was given more or
Younger. I'm
Younger.
the first
So
born.
rightful placements has not been respected. So there was a disruption already.
Okay.
The family system. The order of law has been disrupted. That's why there are some issues. Right? So this is the third rule. Like parents feed us, rise us. As a rule, children gets enough. So they rise us, they give birth to us. That itself is enough. And fourth order of love is what belongs to parents is theirs. What belongs to parents is theirs. It's not ours. Materialistically as also emotionally.
Yes.
Emotionally also.
Yeah. Emotionally, if mother and father are having issues, child has nothing to do with it. That belongs to the parents. And child need not interfere. Here, parents are big and children are small. Parents always give, children always receive. Here, this law of reciprocity does not apply.
Okay. Right.
Parents cannot expect from children, and children have no obligation to give to parents.